Hello, welcome to my life on paper. I am Brianna, and it makes my heart happy to have you here today. I am playing along with Sketch Sunday, and the Sketch Sunday crew is playing along with the same sketch as Series 19 of Christy's Beautiful Life in Her 30 Days of Sketches. This sketch is by Kristin Lippelman, who is Scrapping Sleepy on YouTube and on Instagram, and I will have her link below. Go check her out. So I have a picture of Third Eye Blind, actually the lead singer, I imagine, and Summerfest from 2024. So a little concert outdoors. They have Summerfest in Milwaukee, Wisconsin every July. It's actually for 3 weekends long. So I have this photo and I brought out some 49 Market. You can see all these tickets, and it took me a lot longer than it should have to find all my tickets. I keep them in the same place. It's one of the things that is organized in my craft room, but I had taken the one of them out and I was sure I had another color, and it was kind of like right by my feet, but and I wanted three different ones. So we've got the no, maybe I wanted four different ones. So we've got the gray, we've got the blue, we've got the brown, and that little thin one is a kind of an aqua color, which probably has a name like lagoon or ocean or something, but I'm not certain. So I'm gonna first get all these tickets down. Now I was inspired. It's been a while now that Tara, the paper snob, had used a whole bunch of tickets. Probably it was. I'm sure it was. Well, I'm not sure, but I think it was another 30 Days of Sketches series. So I thought, well, why not? I got to start using these, and I do use them here or there, but not nearly enough like I should use them. So I'm getting them out, and I'm trying to be as random as I can. I'm not really great at random, but I'm trying. I have that piece of paper that I pulled out of my stash, and it says things like awesome and sup, and I think it says something about rock. So it's the last piece I have of this paper, so I'm going to use that to back the photo. I'm actually going to trim down. It's a 4x6 photo. I'm actually going to trim it down a little bit. You can see in the sketch I changed that up. It was using two square photos. I'm trying to work through my albums in a chronological way, even though I jump around within the last year. So this is from July of last year. I do still have to finish up June, but I'm kind of buzzing along here. And that is why and because I know I say it all the time that you can switch up sketches, but I don't think I do a great job of always switching up sketches. So here I am, um, showing you that you don't have to use the same number of photos on a layout that is in the sketch. I'm not exactly sure why this took me so much time for this video. I sped it up in triple time, so it's still my normal video length. But I think when I have a lot to choose from, I don't have a lot of concert things, but I think, well, in fact, I'm going to bring in some things that even aren't concert. So, Nicole Jones 911 has printables, and I have a lot. You're going to see it in a minute. I have a lot of the viewfinders. So, different sizes, different colors, but you buy them digitally, you print them off. This is from years ago, although I believe she still has a shop. And I printed a whole bunch off and then didn't use them. So on this page, I have you can see the stars on the left hand side of the page. It also has t-shirts, but it is from Scrapbook Generations. They have a line of their own like concert type things. I think this is actually called Piano Forte. I could be wrong. Um, the viewfinders are going to match with this. You can see the stamp set I have on top. It's a close to my heart stamp set. I do not end up using that. The tags are also, oh, the tags are from a different set from Scrapbook Generation. So I just looked it up. The musical one is Piano Forte Plus, which has obviously a lot of, well, maybe not obviously, but a lot of pianos. It's got hearts and t-shirts, just a lot of things. And you can just buy it sheet by sheet. And then the camera collection is called Click, and I believe you can buy that sheet by sheet or in a collection as well. All right, so I'm mixing and matching. You can see I have the um, I was going to say film strip, the negatives up on top there. That is from Click. The tags are also from Click. And then the t-shirt on the bottom there is from Pianoforte Plus. Those two bannery looking things on the bottom that are kind of going to be my title. Those could be from Pianoforte Plus or it could be from a different collection that I had from Scrapbook Generation from a while ago. The card there is just a pocket card out of my stash with the exclamation mark. I did trim that photo down just a little bit to fit on the paper. I could have trimmed off the paper on the bottom, but I gotta look at the, yeah, you're not gonna see any of that. I was gonna say so you could read some of it, but after I get done embellishing, you will be able to see none of those words, and it's okay. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with those tags on the side, so I do move them away. It's a glossy paper. I should let you know that the Piano Forte Plus is glossy, and I haven't. I know you can use maybe special markers to write on a glossy type page, but I kind of shy away from that. So I'll probably embellish those tags somehow. And I did want a journaling spot. These are the printables from Nicole Jones 911 that I was talking about, and they come in like a lot of different sizes. You're gonna see me bring in a whole bunch of different sizes. And then that camera, the square camera down there. Oh, all these square cameras are also from Nicole Jones 911. And I have a large array of those too, and they in different colors as well. If you've been here for a while, you may know that bright colors are my favorite. But I gotta tell you, these neutrals come in a close second. And how crazy is that? Kind of from one side of the spectrum to the other. Up until this point, I'm not sure that, well, no, grabbing out that camera, I can tell I grabbed the light color camera because of the dark um, viewfinder behind it. And then I grabbed the light t-shirt on the bottom because it doesn't have the word music on it. And my title says, my title says loving every note. That's the black one. And the gray one says beautiful music. So I didn't want to keep repeating music, 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 even though this is a concert layout, but I kind of didn't think about why. So I grabbed the light viewfinder, that light gray viewfinder, because of the dark one was up in the left hand corner. So now I have a light gray t-shirt along with a light gray viewfinder, and I think about going for a different one, but I didn't want it to match the one up on top. So I'm going to figure out how to make this work. And I didn't have a different shirt that didn't say music on it. I certainly could have used a different shirt with music on it. And that's why I'm gonna layer this camera on here, and I think I have another viewfinder, a little viewfinder to go on top of it too, just to bring in some of that more darker color so it doesn't get lost on top of the light viewfinder. All these stars and the t-shirt and the cameras and the tags were all fussy cut out of that glossy sheet that I was talking about, and different sheets, although the stars came with the t-shirts. There is what's going to be my title, and there I get another a dark viewfinder, and that makes me happy down there. I try to see, I'm thinking, do I want another viewfinder on top because I've got two in the bottom? Not sure, so that goes to the side. I really like arrows. I don't know. I think because you can use them on so many different things. Now I gravitate towards the cameras and the viewfinders for the same reason. The I couldn't make the arrows work in a way that made sense to me. I felt like I was just trying to make them fit in, so I thought, I will save them for another layout. And now that I'm happy with placement of things, I will glue them down. The interesting thing about this is what I'm thinking of. Once I get these two pieces down, I like it. And then beautiful music is similar color to the top of the camera. And then I've got the black one on the bottom. And I'm like, that camera is like smushed underneath the t-shirt and the title. And that wasn't like my favorite, but I end up popping these up. And they're popped up there. But I'll switch them around so that the black one is up by the lighter part of the camera and the lighter one is down by the darker part of the camera. And it's just those little things that make me feel better about my page. So, okay, so then I've already picked these stars out, and I will put some foam adhesive tape behind them. And then I glue down the top. Then I will grab my Nuvo drops that are clear. And instead of using them as like enamel dots, I will fill in the little pieces of the camera up on the top there. Um, and then I go for the big, what is it, viewfinder part? Not viewfinder, the lens, and I cover that up. And you'll see that in the end. It wasn't perfect. I mean, it dries clear, but it's kind of bumpy looking. You'll see in the end. And I thought I was done here, but I had completely forgot. Oh, I've got Ellie Studio, these little dots. And I wanted to use those up, and that thing's been sitting on my desk forever. So I'll do some white splatters. What I forgot about is I have all these like stickers, like n- um, note stickers, and that's what I had for the stamp set for as well. So after I put the splatters down, I will come back in and use the musical note stickers, and these are from Hobby Lobby. They're Paper Studio, and I'll get them put around. I end up using two of the, I think it's not a treble clef. G clef? Yes, G clef. And they're kind of big, and I don't usually put two on on a page, but because I only had like three notes, well, two notes and a G clef left, I wanted to get the two on this page. It made sense in my head. So one there, and that'll finish it up for me. Creating makes my heart happy, and I hope that you find what makes yours happy too.